Hey everybody, it's Lauren Franz again with a second gameplay video of Company of Heroes. So, already played the first mission, now we're going to be on mission number 2, titled Scorched Earth, which is actually set 1 year before the previous mission. It says September 1941, outskirts of Moscow, USSR. Nearly a year before the Wehrmacht reached Stalingrad, the Red Army struggled to answer the threat of Operation Barbarossa. Towns and villages throughout the western USSR were evacuated as military forces dug in and prepared for the German assault. However, the power of the Blitzkrieg overwhelmed many Soviet armies as trained and disciplined grenadier divisions swept across the battlefield with brutal efficiency. Stalin was desperate to prevent an attack on Moscow and would send thousands of soldiers to die in their attempts to slow the German advance. On the outskirts of the capital, Isakovich met Colonel Churkin for the first time. In the Soviet army, it takes more courage to retreat than advance. Joseph Stalin. Well, he would know. For you history buffs, I think that's kind of a wink-wink.
Yes. Stalingrad. I remember. Those Germans tried to surrender.
We won a glorious victory that day.
Glorious?
Tell me, comrade. When did you begin to lose faith in the cause? When we first met, you were a true believer.
In my men. I always believed in them.
So I already read this part, I'm not going to read it again.
I am Colonel Churkin of the NKVD. Major Borodin has been relieved of incompetence, and I have assumed command. Comrades, the fascists are almost upon us. Our front line is contracting again. We no longer have the resources to hold the Germans here.
But sir, we have to slow them down. We can buy time for the civilians to escape. Isakovich, Lev Abramovich, Comrade Colonel.
Yes, Lieutenant, we must buy time. Not only for the civilians here, but for Moscow. We must also prevent the German bastards from capturing our supplies. Anything we can't load onto that train must be destroyed.
Germans are almost here. We need to leave. German forces are on the edge of town. Evacuate immediately. Leave your belongings. Evacuate the town immediately.
Move! 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 Let's go, comrades!
Comrade Lieutenant Isakovich, while our men continue to load the train, your unit will be tasked with evacuating and destroying any remaining military assets. First, hold the enemy at the front line while our supply trucks are evacuated. Once they depart, lure the fascists into town where our engineers have planted explosives. Destroy anything that might be of use to the Germans, and then fall back to the rail yard, where you must protect the train until it departs. When the train leaves, evacuate to the rally point across the bridge. Are you prepared to execute your orders, Lieutenant Isakovich? For the Rodina, the motherland! German forces are approaching. Reinforce the front line. Take those conscripts and use them to replenish our shock troops at the front line.
Okay, so you gotta reinforce this shock troops on the front lines here. Let's try that one more time. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now same with these guys.
You must hold the line and prevent the Germans from advancing. Those shock troops have invaluable equipment and training. Keep them safe.
We need reinforcements.
You must hold the line. Call in more conscript squads if you have to.
I'm going to deploy more. Deploy the conscripts here. Looks like they've already arrived.
Conscripts at our disposal. We have more conscripts at our disposal. A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat. We have more conscripts at our disposal. Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Ah! Look at the cowards run! We are pulling out! Sukichi! Stukas! Take cover!
We have more conscripts at...
More of them! They're trying to flank us! We can't hold this position any longer! Fall back to the tracks!
Set up defensive positions and defend those supplies at all costs.
We must move!
So one of my squads, I'm gonna
Well done, Comrade Lieutenant. The supply trucks are moving out. There are critical military assets that could not be evacuated in time. Order our engineers to wire them with explosives and destroy them before the Germans push us back.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Sir, we can use some of this equipment to hold up the Germans, or even aid the evacuation.
We can't risk having those assets fall into German hands. Destroy them at once.
That's one of my difficulties with these kinds of games.
Demolition charges. Like your life depended on it.
Well done, comrade. We have denied the Germans access to any of our supplies.
Not sticking around here. We have been promoted.
Sir, we are bringing in vehicles.
We have a special surprise for the German bastards.
But sir, our troops.
We are out of time. Detonate the explosives. That will hold them off for now, but they won't give up that easily. This town may fall to the fascisti, but all they will find is smoldering ruins. Fall back towards the train yard and requisition flamethrowers for your engineers. We will burn this town to the ground.
Ready. We are away.
Our headquarters is still operational. Use it to request additional conscripts and engineers.
Alright, where's my other engineer squad?
Set the houses on fire. Once that is done, have them torch the surrounding fields.
Has killed.
Leave nothing for the Germans.
Can't believe we're doing this.
I don't think we did that enough damage.
This is madness. This is our town. Our lands. Need something built?
Alright, come on. Don't have a lot of time left. So we gotta burn these houses down.
Need something demolished.
Come on,
Need engineers.
right.
The Germans are advancing through the fields. Comrade Lieutenant, torch the fields before they push through. We've doused the fields with gasoline. Be careful, comrade.
Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
Come on, come on.
Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
Alright, we need to get... This engineer squad needs reinforcements. Come on.
Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
I don't know why this is... Oh, the haystacks. I should have known that. Come on. Come on, you can make it.
Engineers taking losses! Conscripts, join up with that squad! Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
I gotta deploy more engineers. Hopefully we can upgrade them with flamethrowers because...
Combat engineers are standing by.
Oh good, we can.
Engineers ready for assignment.
Need something demolished? Hurry, comrade! We cannot waste any time!
We cannot let the Germans advance. Torch the fields now. Good job, comrade. Fritz will regret ever stepping foot on Soviet territory. Fresh We have done well holding off the fascisti, but we still need more time. The Germans will try and push through the town using armored vehicles. Place mines and demolition charges along the roads to stop their advance. We need something demolished. What would be useful? We have more conscripts at our disposal. Lay it down, engineers! Lay some mines!
Sir, mines won't be enough if their vehicles push through. We can use those T-34s too.
Negative. Those assets are acquired elsewhere. Make do with what you have.
Quickly, comrade! Place some mines on the roads!
Incoming round!
We are finished here. We will build it.
Surprise the enemy! Plant some mines!
We have training and discipline. Use it!
Lay it down, baby! Here, sailing us!
We are ready to build it.
Report the engineer losses!
Fortunately, I don't have time to drop more engineers, so
Ready your weapons,
we'll have to make do.
The train yard must be protected at all costs.
We'll have to make do with what we have.
Place more mines on the roads. More German vehicles are sure to come. Your orders, comrade. Moving out.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Inside, comrade! Inside! We
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Riflemen ready. Check your gear. We are moving.
The sector is at risk. We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Soldiers ready.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
The enemy!
German scout car! West Road!
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Incoming
coming in!
Did you see that shot?
More of our troops have been lost.
It is, we're gonna hold.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Incoming half track! Main road!
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Eliminated!
There are 3 squads in that little tiny house.
We're almost done. We're moving out the last of the tanks.
Fresh conscripts have arrived. Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
They have tanks. We won't be able to stop them.
There is nothing more you can do. Fall back to the bridge.
Death before retreat.
Alright.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
So, in case you can't tell, like, I think that mission kind of basically summed up what the state of the Soviet military was like at the beginning of the German invasion, because, a little bit of history, Stalin, in the years leading up to World War II, from his rise to power, basically from the time he rose to power in 1924, he had been, he basically purged, like, the entire military of its most competent generals and replaced them with Communist Party sycophants. So you can imagine that the leadership, the quality of their leadership was... Sorry, I had a bit of a tongue twist, but basically the state of the Soviet military leadership was pretty dismal, because loyalty to Stalin basically trumped competence, and thus, and then basically when the Germans invaded, like, Stalin was in complete shock and denial of what was going on, and so basically the Soviet armies were kind of struggling to mount a defense, and this led to hundreds of thousands of unnecessary casualties. Entire battalions were, like, slaughtered to a man. I'm basically just kind of paraphrasing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I will do another gameplay tomorrow. I'm gonna quit this now. See y'all soon.